Right, and we are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the United Rugby Championship. More importantly, welcome back to Lions Rugby. It's what we've all missed, isn't it? It's what's kept us up at night over the last few months. The not being able to watch the greatest team that ever was and ever will be. But it is back. The URC is back, and we've got an absolute cracker lined up for you this afternoon. As we build up very nervously, as you can see on the screen there, countdown to Springboks versus England in a little over 5 hours' time. World Cup semi-final. Who will take on New Zealand in the final? That will be determined later this evening. Before then, we've got two back-to-back South African derbies. Well, not derbies, but South African games, rather. We've got one South African derby before the Sharks take on Munster down in Durban. Tomorrow, the Bulls will be taking on Scarlets over in Pretoria. And it's back. And it's kind of been a little bit under the radar, really. And probably fair enough, the fact that the URC has sort of crept up on us, and the fact that no one will sort of really be paying too much attention to this, given the fact that the World Cup is on at the moment. And it's going to be interesting to see, because we've got about 2 or 3, maybe even 4 weeks of URC action where we're not going to actually see a lot of the internationals. For example, the Boks will only finish their campaign next weekend, and their players will need to have time off. And so it'll be interesting to see when these sort of players will start to return to the unions. Similarly with, the Irish players, for example, the Argentinian players, Welsh players. Welsh players have actually got a game in 2 weeks' time against the Barbarians. So it's a very interesting month ahead of URC Rugby, where a lot of the teams are going to be under strength. And this could be an opportunity for a bunch of teams to actually kind of sort of catch up and put themselves in a decent position. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the URC goes. But in terms of this game, Lions versus Stormers, we'll go through the teams in just a minute. The Lions are welcoming a couple of big players back from injury, and also have a couple of players out with injury. Stormers have made a couple of very bold decisions with regards to their team, including Peyton Blomeke starting at 10, which is very interesting. So it should be interesting to see exactly how it also pans out, and whether certain teams like the Lions, who are not affected by the World Cup and stuff like that, how they can make use of this time. Because if you can sit there and say, right, well, we've pretty much got a full squad, we don't have to worry about players coming back. Let's see if we can start racking up a few wins, start getting ourselves into the getting a couple of wins and getting ourselves up the table. You never know. You do never know, genuinely, in terms of where you can find yourself. Because if we look at, for example, the Lions fixtures, and I'm trying to look at them now, they've got an opportunity here. I think if you look at the South African teams across the weekend, the Sharks missing quite a few players, Bulls missing a couple of players, and the Stormers missing probably the most players, really. And the Lions, only injuries, who are affected. So they've got an opportunity to have a go at a couple of these teams and start their season quite well, and maybe sort of get themselves on the front foot. And if you can go and do that early on, momentum is a strange thing. It can help you sort of build. So, yeah, I'm really hoping to see a really positive performance from the Lions tonight, or today rather. It's going to be a slow start, though. We know this. It's the beginning of the season. It's almost like a preseason game, in that, these teams have had a little bit of a couple of hit outs here and there, but they haven't played a game at this sort of intensity in, how many months now? About May, June, really. A lot of these players, for example, we've got Jordan Hendrickson, who's back in the mix. He hasn't played in a long time. So before we go look at the teams, please do smash like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well, by the way. Please go and vote on the poll, and let me know who you think is going to win the game, as well as who you are backing. I really like to see the Lions go and get a result here tonight. Today, rather. So focus on tonight. I'm not even... I haven't even clicked that the sun is still up and that we're still not into the evening yet. Right, so Morne Ferreira will be our referee in charge today. And in terms of the two teams, let's go through it, shall we? So Lions have got Cornet Rees in on loan from the Pumas. He's next to PJ Botha and Ruan Drea. In the second row, it is Ruben Skuman and Darren Landsberg. The back row, Stephen Cesar Sanguini, Emmanuel Chatuka, and Franco Horn, who I genuinely think in a year's time will be playing in the Boks squad. So it's a good front row. Obviously, Steve Sitoli moving over back to the Stormers, for example, is a big loss for the Lions. Ruan Prentice on the bench, so he'll look to add a bit of impact later. But I think missing Yak Kriel, obviously he retired. So it's a bit of a new look pack, really. No JP Smith, who's currently got an injury. So then the Humber will partner Jordan Hendrickson. I mean, what a season the Humber had last season. I'm really looking forward to seeing him kicking on and hopefully sort of just picking up where he left off. Jordan Hendrickson got injured early. Well, not early, but yeah, we missed a lot of the season. And I think that he's someone who is got Springbok written all over him, and a big season ahead for him. Could put him in the mix for the future. Raz McClana, Richard Creel, the two wings. Richard Creel making his debut for the Lions, making a move over from Zebra. And I know Edwin van der Merwe, he has had to have surgery a couple of weeks ago and is on the mend. Should be back in the next couple of weeks, though, from the sounds of it. In the series, we've got Marius Lowe next to Manny Ras. Marius Lowe will captain the side. Kieran Horn will start at fullback. And off the bench, it is Jakob Asahi, Morden Nadir, Asinate and Slava Kanya, the talented young tight head. Willem Alberts, the veteran. Ruan Venter, Monique van den Berg, Henk van Beek, who makes his return after 5 surgeries, as well as almost a year layoff for Henk van Beek. But he is back, and Andries Coetzee will also come off the bench there. For the Stormers, it is Quentin Bloster, Joseph Weber, and Nietli Bashir in the front row. Salman Murat will captain them with Ruben van Heerden. Very, very good locks at the Stormers at the moment. You then got a very competent loose trio of Ben Jason Dixon's on the flank, Marcel Tennyson and Evan Roos. Obviously, Joseph Weber, Evan Roos players, they were part of the box squad, Salman Murat as well. Then you got Herschel Yankees next to Clayton Blommetjies, who starts at 10. That's a huge call coming from John Dobson. Interesting decision, that, especially when you've got a Sasha Faye and Ngoma Zulu. You then got Leland Zas, Angela Davis as your two wings. Sasha Faye and Ngoma Zulu next to Ruan now. Warwick Kalant, the boogeyman, is back in the Cape. And he starts today. Off the bench, it will be Andrew Hugo Venter, new recruit Lizo Goboka, and Brock Harris. Then you've got Gary Porter, Chiba Diamani, Billy Engelbrecht, Paul Levet, and Ben Loader as well, new recruit. And 6-2 split there for Stormers. Right, here comes the Lions and their new kit, which it's not a bad kit, except I really don't know what's going on with this collar. I think they saw the collar, it would be quite a nice kit. I like the red. It's a nice bright red, and I actually haven't had a Lions jersey in a while, so maybe I might have to get involved. I just don't really think the collar just doesn't really do it for me. But it's a nice bright red, I suppose, and nothing else. A couple of new sponsors for the Lions, and then the likes of Cherry, for example. We are at Edders Park, so altitude and it is cooking, by the way. It's absolutely cooking inside in Joburg. So, yeah, I expect this to be a very... I think for me, I think it's going to be interesting to see how the players last. It takes a while for you to get sort of full match fitness, and given how hot it is, I think these players could be gasping for air quite quickly, and I think that the Lions should really be able to try and keep the tempo up here and get the Stormers moving, because I think if they can do that, then I reckon they could try and wear them out and really have a strong second half here. It is the finalists who in their sort of rainbow way. Kid Jordan Henderson with ball in hand. So excited to see what he can do this season. His brother is currently at the World Cup, and I really like to see Jordan Henderson at the next World Cup. So that sort of process starts now. For everybody, really, the next World Cup cycle for these players begins. This is now for them about putting themselves in the mix. And we are underway as Jordan Henderson goes down the right-hand side, lifted high in the air, and it'll be a first touch for Warwick Kalant back in a Stormers jersey. It was a good chase coming from Darren Landsberg. Available there for Herschel Yankees, who goes back to Tatum Blommetjies. A bit of a fumble from him. And eventually will find touch. Decent clearance as well for Tatum Blommetjies. Now, I've got a big question, and that's, do I open a beer? Is this... Is it too early? Is it the right time? Is it a brave call? Is it the right call? Need to start thinking about whether it's time to crack over the beers, or if with 4 hours and 50 minutes till quarter-final kickoff, it's probably a bit too early, isn't it? Anyway, PJ Botha with his first throw of the line. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. It all seems to be very stop-start. Eventually, Franco Horn goes up, and Jordan Henderson goes short tomorrow. He's low. Goes to Manuel Tuka, his first carry of the day. Quick ball out for Sandra Humber. Good hands there. Good knock on coming. And I'll go back for the first scrum of the day. Good defense from the Stormers, getting up there nice and quickly, putting pressure on the Lions ball carriers. And we're now putting a lot of pressure on the Jordan Henderson. It wasn't the best part to us, but Kleiner. Great tackle and defensive read that from Murandal. Right, first scrum of the day. Let's see what happens here. Come on, the lads. I need the lads to clock up to our price here. I need to see. I need to see what Jude Reading has up for us.
Their research today, inspired by the colours of Cape Town, specifically the World Cup. So connected to their fan base.
And he's stood up here as corner referee, so. So first scrum of the day. Looks like we're going to take quite a few minutes to get there. What are the comments over here? Chris says, going to be a great game. Hugh earlier saying URC already. My squad's coming down there for their first two URC games, start of the season. Hope Tom Ross has a good one. Not Jerry Culter saying, yes, Steve, crack cold one at semi-finals weekend and your team is playing. So glad Calanta's back in the cave. Yeah, I think it might have to happen. It's so hot. I reckon I'll probably sweat it out after the first game, to be fair. So yeah, I'm going to let this game settle in, and then as soon as we get some points on the board, I think it'll be time to open a cold one and start getting involved. Yeah, another reset, yeah. Come on, lads. Just a big scrum here. Ruan Drea. Springbok capped, by the way. One of the few that we've got in the line set up. Likes of Ruan Drea, Willem Albert's basically the only. So it's Andres Coetzee, Springbok cap players in and around the squad. But hopefully producing Springboks. I think that's the big thing for the next few years. Is that come the 2027 World Cup, we need to have current Lions players in that box squad, which we don't currently have at the moment. Pretty solid scrum there. Big scrum. Now, penalty advantage for the Lions as well. And there's the penalty. Thank you very much. It was Ruan Drea welcoming Lilo Koboka back up to Gauteng and the high field, saying, you might have swapped jerseys. Sorry, Quentin Blosser, rather. And he's hammered him there. Absolutely decimated him, really. And going for the line here, the Lions not the best kick there from Jordan Hendricks. So you can see kind of slice it a little bit. So it'll be a line just outside of 22. An early opportunity here for the Lions to try and score some points.
Look at the reaction now from the Lions. The work that is done by Chituka, backing up his tight end, Ruan Drea. To overpower and overwhelm Prince of Block City.
Good line there to Landsberg. So when he comes off of it, Morris Lowe showing goes himself into the 22. Ball available from Nahamba. Now Manuel Chituka. Big carry from him. Expecting a big season from him. Nahamba decided to change direction. Goes on the right hand side. Morris Lowe. Long pass out wide. To Franco! Go Franco! He's still going. Managed to stay in touch. Great carry from him up to the 5-meter line. Just a few meters out now. Landsberg. Good work this from the Lions. Nahamba to Morris Lowe. To Jordan Henderson. Henderson too low. Good skill set there from Lowe. Let the ball go. Pick up and go again. Now, lost a few meters there. The Lions need to get back on the front foot there. Emmanuel Chituka carries strongly. Now Sangweni. Chituka. Solid carry from him. Ruan Drea getting a half break in there. Good work from the tight head. Now Chituka. Was almost over the line, then driven back. PJ Botha! Over we go. Come on, the lads. What a start. We're back, boys. We're back. And PJ Botha starts the season off perfectly. Nice continuity, actually. Nice patience in the build-up.
But the forward pack, the way that they work themselves in positions where they can be in strong play position.
Yeah, PJ Buerta, who I was quite critical of last season. I still think he's probably better on the flanks than a hooker, but yeah, good try from him there. Good carry. Jordan Henderson adds the extra 2, so 7 points to 0. Good start, yeah.
Getting themselves in position as quick as possible. They set up pretty well. They enjoy start at home. And it's a start that Cash van Rooyen will be looking forward to encourage these boys to be more brave and get on with the job. Blommetjies goes long.
Deep restart to Franco Hall from Clayton Blommetjies.
Getting back to the best of his game now, but
We go back to Kieran Horn. He's got left boot. Won't find touch. Pretty deep though. We gather by Clayton Blommetjies. He's got Warwick Lunt on his left and right hand side, which he's running away with some support. Looking for that cross kick towards Leon Zas. Still a bit of space there. Not a bad option there coming from Clayton Blommetjies. Just chipping in behind towards touch, and you'll see a line for the Lions outside the 22. Interesting decision to have him starting at fly half.
make that kick. Clayton Blommetjies just sporting a bit of space. You can see how astute he is with the foot. Just bisecting the touchline there, and 22.
Another good line there. Hendrickson goes short to Tuka. Now back goes to Jordan Hendrickson. He's got a huge boost, absolutely huge. I mean, that's 22 to 22. Leon Zas gives it inside to Lunt. Goes back to Leon Zas. Leon Zas wants to look at running. He wants to chip and chase to possibly the worst chip of all time. Gets the ankle tap on Franco Horn, who gets up and eventually brought down by a hand of Joseph Dweba after almost getting past him. Good pick up on the ground there. And it's a horrible moment. And it's kicked through here from Sasha Famer Gomezulu. He could go all the way here. And he's gone over. That is so bad. That is such a Lions try to concede. On the front foot, looking good. Straight through the middle. And Sasha Famer Gomezulu. Look, I mean, the skill set here, by the way, is remarkable. Kicking it through. Doesn't quite come over. He almost sort of needed it up a little to himself. Picked it up. Jordan Henderson trying to bring him in.
Just one is carried up with under 20, looking great onto the game. Staying present, staying in the moment. The only thing you must focus on, I said keep that ball and get to keep me up. Oh, goodness, what a heart really will have. Big hit.
Yeah, it's great skill set from it's a good finish from Famer Gomezulu, but it's such an annoying try, as you can see, because it's literally just against the other player because of a Lions error. Childish.
Raising the flags, but there is the man of the moment. Sasha Famer Gomezulu. Because I know he keeps
So the takers there from the youngster.
Sasha getting over. And it's offensive defense again from the Stormers that earns him that try. Jordan Hendrickson.
Deep restart there from Hendrickson. 2 for Lunt. He's got the left boot of his. Won't find touch. Jordan Hendrickson underneath it. And Blommetjies through, and look, that's going to be forward surely to Herschel Yankees. Herschel Yankees is going, he's going to go through, but surely it'll be brought back. Yeah, the whistle's been blown twice here. I mean, have a look at this. I'm sure this comes off forward of Kevin Lomaki, to be honest.
Through the gap it goes. Look at the work done by Herschel. Guarantees to stay that ball.
That's so forward, yeah, chaps.
Two sides are due to play. Seems the players have got the license to throw. But that man playing in the 10 jersey, no surprise. How did he spot that hole? Just his head's up breaking. Understanding the misconnection on the defensive line of the Lions. Taking that hole. Just the ambition that he showed.
Right, thankfully go back for that forward off Craig Blomwick as well, back for a scrum. Chris, what are your thoughts of Kieran, the British guy on TikTok, talking smack about the box? I don't think I've seen it, to be honest. I mean, it was on TikTok. Are you going to take it particularly seriously? It's another penalty advantage off the back of the scrum. Number goes on the right-hand side to Hendrickson. Hendrickson chip over the top. From Money Rush to Chase. Bounce with the ball will be everything here. And it falls back to Leon and Zaz, but falls back to Jordan Hendrickson. Hendrickson trying the offload. It'll go into touch. They'll go back for the penalty. Try and find that the chicken wing offload to Richard Creel. Take a scrum over there.
Lions up for the penalty of the scrum. Look at the chase here for Money Russ. 6s and 7s here. Look at the work that is done by Warwick Allen. That could have been intentional. Knocking the ball off the hand, which will give another penalty upfield. But the Lions have decided to go for that scrum penalty and they've kicked it downfield. Setting themselves up for another line out attack.
Good take there from Emmanuel Stuka. Another penalty advantage here, so a couple of Lions really need to sort of make this count here. Nahamba to Morrislow. Morrislow trying a bit of a grubber through into the foot of one of the Storm's players. We'll come back for the penalty.
Teams the example of how to go through this battle. Just the first 11 minutes here. That's 2 negatives in a row to be taken to, which is why now the records have reversed to this captain. No contest this time.
Going for the riding ball once again, yeah. That's PJ Boerter holding things at the back. Much better defender though. Penalty advantage, having said that, for the Lions once again. Breaks off the back, does PJ Boerter. Need to get a couple of players up here. And it's ripped. And listen, yeah, I'm wondering if can we start talking about having potentially looking at some cards here? You know, like it's there's been quite a few back-to-back penalties. Right, so onto the 5-meter line, the Lions go.
This is a good concerted effort from the Lions. They've seen that they've got a bit of an edge on the way that they have started. and they connected themselves into that driving mode. Stormers can't hold their momentum. Two-ball game for the Lions, and they employ some deception this time to get rid of the first level of resistance.
Right against the touchline, though. Need to try and keep that in. Once is the call. Need to use this. Need to use this. And the ball is out. That's great. So now 3 back-to-back, running more penalties, and then they go out. That's so annoying.
Still under pressure now, the lineup.
And everyone's side. So an offside penalty for the Lions. It's so annoying. All the pressure, and then you give them a free exit. It's a good start. It's a very good start.
And a soft penalty to give away to the Lions after having the Stormers under pressure. Spusi Sangweni chopping the gun. It's great carry here. After we treated Ryan the most high-footed and rocky, nearly went back. Already the dominance of the Lions, playing in the right position of the field. But the Stormers have just used their defense to get themselves level up to the scoreboard. Tries to hit the back ball and does so on quite near the handle. Trying to say the very least.
Right, off the back of the ball here. Here comes the Stormers. And now penalty on the halfway line. Interesting decision here to see what the Stormers will do. Personally, I wouldn't be surprised if they do take the points. Yeah, there are points to it.
Chasing up upon you. That time is limited. And it's an experience thing. Sangweni is being given the instruction to go.
So they're going to go for polls here.
Supporting is what right percent. Such a fine information. There's a slight factor about this. Speaking to the coaches from the Stormers just before we go, with the Tyler Emirates Airline Park favoring more of the inside field, the kicks are actually shorter from this side going to the other post.
And that's a pretty good kick there from Sash Fangagozi. He just showed over the middle. So Stormers take the lead for the first time in the game so far. Almost 20 minutes up.
They've always found a way to win. That's what has built this team. This is the connection that they do have with Keita, finding the way, survive through all the turmoils that you go through. Kick off from the Lions.
Yankees go short and Anthony Bashir. PJ Buerta, the try down towards the left-hand touchline there. Back up and with the counter-rack. Slow boy here for Hershey Yankees. Hershey goes up to the... It's not going to take you far. It's gone pretty high. Leon Zass underneath takes a good catch there. Gets it away to Moss Jensen. Moss Jensen finds a bit of space. I mean, that was so easy. He's looking for options here. Back inside to Salmurat. Salmurat, ball pops up. Ball comes loose. Early tackle could be a penalty advantage here.
Stopped here. To play with no ball, but vision. Big athletes like Hassan Tierson. That's an open. The way to pick up this player.
I'm taking the points again. Yeah, this is frustrating from the Lions. We started really well, and they've just a couple of silly mistakes. I mean, the defensive line was absolutely dreadful. Chituka needs a shift. He needs a shift. He kept pointing at Ruben Schoolman. He was never going to get across there. I mean, to say it's an early tackle is a bit harsh, really, because Marius Lowe isn't actually got. Okay, it's the left hand there. It's the left arm that comes around. Okay, I didn't see. I thought it was the right arm that was being penalised.
Down the barrel, yeah, from Peyton Blommages.
By 10 Blomikis. Straight over the middle. I'll tell you what, are we going to see a whole new Clayton Blomikis this season? Place kicking, fly half, playmaker.
For the Lions, they've got about 5 boys in their 23 today. So the Lions trailing by 6 all of a sudden after that fiery start. Restart again.
On the right hand side, he runs that underneath it. Back toward Clant. Throws the dummy, gives it back to Clayton Blomikis. Right, deep restart now. Decision time here for Jordan Henderson. He sees a bit of space on the left hand side. Back to Blomikis, the 2 number 10s trading the ball at the moment. Now Blomikis just the size 22, looking for a touch finder. It's a pretty decent touch finder as well.
So much. We're seeing the quality of the Stormers team. Back-to-back finals at home. Reward for what they have put out there. Reward for their coaches, reward for these players' efforts. And we've seen the Lions moving from 12th to 9th, just missing out into the playoffs. And especially with this important season, it's a merit the top 8 qualify for the Investec Now Championship Cup.
Front of the line there for the Lions. Thrown back towards Nahamba. Under a bit of pressure, gets away to Hendrickson. Marius Lowe. Back to Hendrickson. Hendrickson to Rasmus Klein. Ah! And that's a forward that's gone forward there. The rush defense from the Stormers is really putting Lions under a lot of pressure. Hands up there from Rasmus Klein. It was a nice idea, just the execution was off. But yeah, that rush defense from Stormers putting the Lions under a lot of pressure. They came back to Jordan Hendricks, so he didn't have a lot of time to work with. And then by the time it got to Rasmus Klein, he's well behind the gain line and under a lot of pressure.
Second career pass. To think about it, playing against the squad or team or the defensive profile of the Stormers when they're coming off the line, you have to be much more direct. You have to get behind them so that they can't look connect and they can't set themselves. Lions at the moment, learning it the hard way.
Right, scrum here. They've stood up here, the Stormers. Lions guys have been very impressed so far. I tell you what, I said, when Don Human eventually moves on from the box, Julian Redding Hayes is your only go-to scrum coach. The amount of props he just continues to produce here is brilliant. I mean, just players come in there that, maybe some people only heard of them, and the way he gets them scrummaging is very impressive.
All is living in moments of the game. Man of such high emotional intelligence. All these players who do so much for him. We've seen how much they battled, yeah. The broke territory that they found themselves in the game.
Another penalty from the line. Scrum time. Thank you very much. Easy as you like. You just don't even call a scrum anymore at this stage. Just call a penalty as soon as we get a scrum. It's that easy at this stage. It's that easy at the moment. Go back to the comments here. Andrew said earlier, hello Stephen, hope everything is well. Thank you once again for watching log. Awesome stuff. Is Jordan Henderson going to the Sharks? Well, not now. I've got a bad feeling it's kind of a bit of a matter of time. But right now he's still with us. How much longer that'll last? We'll wait and see, won't we? We'll wait and see. I think he'd be silly to move, really. I think he's going to be playing week in, week out. He's going to get all the game time he wants. I don't think it'll affect his ability to make the box, for example.
Keep up that scrum. His shoulder keeps on turning onto the inside. The pressure being exerted by the experienced Andrea Tally. This is Kaboka. This is the priest waiting.
Sanguini off the back of the maul, giving it to Morris Lowe. Morris Lowe, very direct. The Hammer back to corner 3, back in the Lions jersey. He's been a bit of a journeyman as corner 3, from the Lions to the Stormers to the Pumas, back to the Lions. Pick up and go here from PJ Boyd to the try scorer. Stuka now it's knocked down from Ruan now, just a knock on, which is not a bad result because it means we will have a scrum. Oh, big call! Yeah, that's gonna be a heartbreak for Quenzo Blosser. He has been replaced by Lizo Kaboka because he's been absolutely hammered by Ruan Drea. Doesn't look good. Sash Payne holding the back of his neck. Looks like he's in a bit of pain, yeah. Oh yeah, BF. I think it's pretty hot, yeah. Woo! That is sensational. That is phenomenal. That could be the best life decision I've ever made. Oh my goodness. I'm very content right now. Ooh, okay, that was good. And now we're gonna hear that best sound in the world. Ah, beautiful. It is Popper's fault. I don't think that's too early. I think we can afford to open a bit. Everybody, cheers to the URC season. Big difference already, by the way. Slightly wheeling, but Talizo Kaboka now having a real go at Ruan Drea. So in terms of vindicating your decisions, that looks like a pretty good one. Oh, Bugger's got the Sia Khaleesi boots. I really want them, and they're like so expensive. Who's got them? Ah, Franco Horn with the Sia Khaleesi boots. Ah, things you love to see. Things you absolutely love to see.
An opportunity for the younger players coming up in the system. A chance to come and knuckle down and play for the Stormers. I mean, we know how passionate people are about the franchise rugby in South Africa. These big players, the only thing they want to do is to make sure that they get that jersey better space, and you have to make sure that as a custodian of that jersey, you take it even further. So that's a great thing about this game, an opportunity. Otherwise, every time you lose it.
Much better scrum this. Much better scrum this from the Lions. Much better scrum this from the Lions. Use it or lose it. It's a bit hectic. I mean, they absolutely hammered him. The balls, I mean, the entire scrum is like falling apart. Jordan Hendrickson and there's now knock off the Stormers. Ah, come on, Mornay. How is that not another scrum penalty? How?
Yes, it will be a blow on his confidence. That is for the greater good of the team. competitive. They want to get up to it. And this scrum contest, this is Kaboka, nothing down. Trey trying to put all this weight over his shoulders, but look at the work they keep on working through.
I'm not quite sure how that's not at least a reset. I mean, how are you sitting there thinking, no, that's fine. It's just, she's continued. Blows my mind, to be honest.
Tremendous player, BJ Dixon. The top 50 in the URC 100. It's a tracking system the URC uses to rank players.
We have a bit of a break and play there. Oh, that's nice. That's going down far, far, far too easily. Dangerous game to opening a beer at Hoppers 4 when you've got a long night ahead.
For the privilege, taking on the All Blacks for the final. Well, that's who we have to play. First things first, get through England. Make sure where they go, they remember you. They know your name, and it stays in their heads forever. They'll be looking for what some people might call an absolute graffiti in a World Cup.
All right, come on, let's get this going. It feels like it's taking a long time for us to play. I mean, it's 40 minutes. Well, so it's taking us 25 minutes. Kicked off. So it's taking us 35 minutes to play 25 minutes. So, yeah, I've not been in the fastest halves. Nice to be able to sort of get this again with the ball and play time up a little bit. Anyway, happy to say, cap officiating so far. Lions getting ripped out of the game. Yet it says Springboks will finally meet the demise. Okay, if you insist. If you insist.
At the moment, he has shown that he's up for this season 2023. Scrum penalties. How key is that? Goodness gracious. Sad for. He can't stay on the field. Yeah. Coming back today.
So that's a big blow for Stormers. It looks like Jason Dixon will depart. Achieve Damani will come on the Formula. No, in fact, it's Salman Murati's going off. Jason Dixon will go into the second row. That's a big blow for. Oh, jeepers, Salman Murat is such a talented player. Had so many injury issues.
Shoe dog. Oh yeah, wow, starting a shoe brand. He's been expanding his mind and his business now. First thing he does, he goes and beats one of his tutor brothers. Game is on until Prince Andrew will come back.
Right, so Damani back on. Interesting moment there, going and shaking Manus Tuka's hands. Very good friends are these Tukas and Achieva Damani. Right, penalty for the Stormers this time at scrum time. Collapsing is the call. As on the other side, it's far side call. I think that's not actually Lizo Kaboka. It'll be Nedley Bashir. And Cornet Marie is the call. So Stormers will have an opportunity to clear. I mean, after how many minutes? It's taken us about 5 minutes to get to the scrum and eventually a penalty. Clayton Womakees is looking for a pretty big touch fight. It's a great touch fight. I'll tell you what has they've been doing with Clayton Womakees over the last few months?
Couldn't handle the pressure. His elbow was on the ground already. Extended the line. On the line. Very good camera work there.
Taking the wild to get to the lineouts here. So it's doing with ball in hand. They go Ruben van Heerden. Driving towards the side. They break off though. Gives Marcel Tennyson pick up and go. Comes to Ben Jason Dixon. Goes back inside to Joseph Deva. Joseph Deva back inside to Sangweni. It's a high tackle on him. So a penalty for the Lions. Yeah, going down the channels there. Very good offloads as well. The offload from Joseph Deva not going to hand, thankfully. And then the tackle on Sangweni was high. So a free exit for the Lions after that penalty by a high tackle. Yeah, and I'll tell you what, it was a big call bringing off Quinzo Blossa. Yeah, it'll knock his confidence a lot, but these are Walkers come on and rise that scrum very, very quickly.
Trying to keep it alive in game. Intervention from Susiso, Sanwiri. On a very advisory role to the referee that was a bit hard. Lions line up in their own half. Landsberg trying to hold on.
And he knocked it forward. Of course he knocked it forward.
Did a very unkind service there. Ball bubbling under.
Oh, dear. Far too many basic errors creeping into the game now. Started off pretty well, actually. I was almost like optimistic. And then things were starting to fall apart, yeah. And another injury replacement. This will be one of the longest half. We're not even at the halfway mark here, by the way. And it's been 40 minutes since the beginning of kickoff. And people are changing boots now. You've got time off.
Very economical from the side from the Western Cape thus far. Green and gold. Should be on all shoulders this evening.
All right, let's get going, there, people. Let's get going. It's supposed to be helping us like pass the time before the semi-finals tonight. At the moment, we just got breaks and play, and I'm spending more time thinking about the semi-final, which kicks off in 4 hours and 40 minutes, as you can see by our clock at the moment there, at the bottom there. Also, we're on the road to 60,000 subscribers. We are just under 250, or just over 250 away from 54,000. Hoping to try and get to 55,000 today. And we really cool to try and get 60,000 subscribers by the end of the World Cup. So we've got just over a week to do that. So if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. A lot of cool things coming to you in the week, including a very, very cool video coming out next week, which I can't speak too much about. But that's going to be, a bit of a channel. A bit of a channel first, really. Going to be going very big for this World Cup final. So stay tuned for what we've got planned for you guys. Yeah, penalty advantage, yeah. So these are Kaboka has made all the difference here at scrum time. Ref, either call it or tell him to use it. Herschel Yankees, stop your complaining. I mean, geez, I've never heard Scrum complain so much. The ball is there, just let me use it. Thought about the chip over the top, then decides to go to the hands to Diamani, good tackle. Throws that back towards Richard Creel, who actually could have gotten ahead of there, but it was penalty advantage. We'll go back for it.
Momentum eventually through this first half. Yeah, set piece. The response from the Stormers was what you expect from a team that's made the final in 2 years. They've gone back and readjusted, got themselves on getting some good traction off the ground. What they have done is sucked the pressure up. But not just that, the defense.
I go for the line here. The Stormers 30 points to 7 at the halfway mark. We eventually managed to get there.
Being inside the 22. Getting points onto the scoreboard lines now on the back foot. And that the picture has changed for the officials.
Going on the short side, Evan Ruiz. Well read. Right now, nearly Bashir trying to get on the front foot. And Herschel Yankees is not that forward. Turn over ball here to Emmanuel Chuka. Getting the offload away as well to corner 3. That offload falls away to Ruan Drake. Love to see a tight end with a bit of space. Quick ball needed here. Oh, I'll tell you what, I reckon Sash Fame Gomezulu is offside there. Marius Lowe. Manny Russ, that is a dreadful pass. An absolutely dreadful pass. And nice turnover ball. Ben Jason Dixon. Pick up and go from Evan Lewis. Penalty advantage for offside. What about Sash Fleming on the Zulu offside? He went far too early in that round break. It was miles offside. Right, Khalant options. Good tackle from Sanguini. Pops it up to Clem Lomacki. Just over trying to get on the outside of Kuhn Horn. Gets the offload away to Raz McClana. I'll go back for the penalty.
Kuhn Horn stood up to the challenge. The young number 15 made the tackle on a big boy, Weber. Got a good handle there. It was all over. Sure. URC season. Back to shouting at the referee. Just encouraging the ref. Telling how he sees it from his point of view.
Right, another penalty for the Stormers here. Now going into the corner. So it was initially pretty well defended actually from the Stormers. Going for the rolling more here, our Stormers. Now Joe goes himself and straight through. So easy. I don't think they should even be in those positions. I think it wasn't all so clearly offside. But that's, yeah, pretty poor defense. It's more the Josh Bear of old, really, breaking off the back. And he's got so much power as he powers over. But that's pretty abject defending, to be brutally honest. Been a long, to be fair, if there's one person that probably needed a try, Joe Spear. It's been a long month for him. You know, part of the box squad, part of the management, and they elected to basically reconvert Dion Free into a hooker and convert Margaret Star into a hooker cover rather than calling him up. So I don't think he's been very chuffed with life over the last few weeks. Right, 20 points to 7 rather. 34 points, 34 minutes going past. Cameron, I think he's to step up here, lads. We actually had a bit of ascendancy. Didn't make a count now with the back foot. Knock on red, apparently competing at the line. So they'll have an option here. Well, the Stormers will be a scrum or a line out. Who's the captain of Stormers here now? With someone going off. I'd imagine Ronald potentially.
So much game time, there's so much challenges throughout through the season. We will learn a lot from scrubbing up against Nigeria. First up, Emirates in our club. Lisa Kubota. Rather, a new challenge in Cape Town. Stanley must be enjoying it too. Was up here in Pretoria. I get a chance. Wants to repay the fact they've been shown on them. Giving an opportunity down in Hilltop. Moment. That's maybe.
And we had so many. It's taking far too long to get these scrums going here, lads. Come on. Cannot be spending 5 minutes every single scrum to get going. That's it. It's going to almost be an hour off kickoff at the rate we're going to finish at half time. 3.5 minutes left to go. Scrum inside the 22 for Stormers. Well, on 22, really. Free kick really taken. Tackling goes to chips over the top. And he's regathered. Tackle comes from the Richard Creel, pops it up to Hershey Yankees. Hershey Yankees go short to Evan Lewis. Evan Lewis gets past one. Eventually brought down by Sanguini. Pippin go from Marcel Tennyson. Evan Lewis into the 22. And Yankees through and over he goes. This is fantastic. Absolutely dreadful. Another long season ahead, apparently, because we spent all this time in the off season and just decided not to learn how to effing tackle.
Against the tribe. Sasha finds it with a what a player. Keeps the ball alive. Look at the work now. It's all direct.
So many missed tackles in this passage of play.
It's right behind that ruck. No one is covering. Hard to see for the Lions because they'll be damaged by direct running and gain line, gain bar, get one run.
Oh no, corner three. That is dreadful. That is dreadful. Dear. Can't believe I got up for this. Can't believe I'm not watching the cricket for this. Hey, Bruce, on a happy note, England 130 for HA's 400. Yeah, look, I mean, it'd be nice if you could just hurry up and dismiss Mark Woods, who's busy. I mean, you've got Atkinson and Wood, who've got like almost 50, you've got over 50 rounds between them. So, I mean, what should have been a 260, 70 run win is now being dragged on. So just hurry up and finish it, yeah, people. I will not be doing the Sharks game, unfortunately. Andre, I'm doing a lot of prep for the Bok game. We will have a live tracker, so if you can't watch, you'll be able to have a live score and stuff like that. But I'll not be doing the game itself. Yeah, we've got a whole bunch of stuff I need to sort out for the semi-final and stuff. And advantage. I mean, that's barely tackled in the air. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna be focusing on the semi-final for tonight. So we're gonna be making sure that all our things are ducks in order and stuff like that. But yeah, from sort of the next week or two, then we'll have a more set watch-along lineup for the URC. Obviously, still a bit busy with everything at the moment. So get through the next 7 days of the World Cup, and then we can shift our focus fully to the URC.
Buddy, you weren't worried about him stepping into the 10 jersey. So far, he's been pretty good, Lomacus. Yeah, look at that work. Keeping his hands and eyes onto the ball.
Good last flat ball that came from Keys pops it up to and now good tackle from Sanguini. Yankees to play Lomacus. Yeah, no issues there, and he decides to. Yep, touch payment going to do his head enough. He pops it into touch and says, "Let's go have some oranges at half time." And yeah, not a good half from the dreadful half actually from the Lions, who started pretty well. And we've got to offload the bench. Got Ruan Fenter, got Asnatin Klabakanya, got Henkel Beck, got players with points differences, but 20-point margins. So they've left it probably too late, really. But let's see in the second half. We'll see you guys in a little bit. Go and get your beverages and stuff, and I'll be back in just a bit. Right, we are back. Project a couple of technical difficulties. We are back, and the Stormers will start like a house on fire. Warwick and Lance giving the inside ball to Sash Fleming on the He goes there for a second try. Absolutely dreadful start for the Lions. It's been a long half, apparently. A long half. Long season, really, if we don't sort this stuff out. Yeah, whatever was said in the whatever was said in the change room isn't really Charles Edge a particularly good start here, so we need to sort things out here, lads. Oh, we hit the post office conversion, so I suppose things are looking up here, lads. Put on the subs. Let's see Henko. Let's see Asanate. Let's see Ruan Fenter. Great all flow from Morikland as he's going down, by the way.
The transitional division from Warwickland is high rugby IQ, complemented by support.
Ah, there we go. Here he is. Ruan Fenter, and I believe that is Manny Russ running off. So I believe, yeah, there it is. Henko Fenter. Sorry, Ruan Fenter and Henko van Veek are back. The youth, the future, two future box.
Easy exit from the Stormers. Outfield they go.
Right, here we go, boys. Ruan Fenter, Henko van Veek on the park. Let's go. Let's go. Good take that from Darren Landsberg. Right, now Humber popping up to Ruan Fenter. Penalty advantage over here. Hendrickster throws it to nobody. Hirsch Yankees is flying off, but they'll come back for the penalty.
Trying to set up an attacking plan to the blind side, just communication in your run. It's a set play, you think that they would have got that under locker.
Going for the line, we have to go for the line. I mean, not too many options here, really. Nice okay there from Ruan Fenter, though, working hard in the tackle. Got to take there from Darren Lands. We're looking for the running more here on the lines. It goes back to PJ Buerta. Nice, so pretty well set so far. Made a couple of meters. Now he wants to use it as an Humber. Inside ball to Richard Creel. To Henko van Veek. Go, go! Come on! He's back, boys! He's back! He's back! First touch of the ball. First touch of the ball. And he's over. That's a sixth career try. It's taken them an unbelievably long time to get right, by the way. 5 different surgeries he had lots of issues with his knees. A lot of big work in the preseason to get himself fit and ready. Off the bench he comes. First touch of the ball and he's over. Good solid maul there. Yeah, good strength there from Henko van Veek. What a player he's going to be. What a player. And Ruan Fenter now. Ruan Fenter wants to get up a bit of running. Bang! And there he goes. Brought down, but he does hammer Ben Jason Dixon. Such an explosive ball carrier is Ruan Fenter. Kieran Horn down the middle of the park. Clayton Wilkins underneath and gives it inside to Warwick Halant. Good tackle from Chuka as the Stormers looking to build now. Hershey Yankees. Oboka's coming through. Knock on from the Lions. And knock on advantage for the Stormers here. Farage over. Goes out to Ruan now. Punts up on the wing. Brought down eventually. Pick up and go from Leon Zas. Not a great pass back from him. He's a Koboka. Not too many options here for Sash Fame and Gobenzuli. Just pops him to his right boot there. Jordan Hendricks sees that there's nobody in behind. That is to stop. That is to stop. That is to stop. That is to stop. It's far too long. Far too long. That's a big mistake from Jordan Hendricks, sir. Yeah, dear. Now it's scrum all the way to South 22. Maybe say, why are we keeping the ball at Kalanta, giving him time the ball? It's suicide. Yeah, I tend to agree. Don't be doing that.
Sharks play later against Manchester champions. Kicking off at 6:10 p.m. local time. That's before your World Cup match in the evening. If you love rugby, now is the time to be alive in South Africa.
Come on, lad. Big scrum, yeah. Big scrum. Free kick for the Lions. We'll take that. We'll take that.
Opening round of the URC perhaps to be expected. Team setting into a contest, not kicking the ball out. Taking advantage of the altitude.
Ball back inside. Nahamba. Goes to Galant, a bit of time. Looking for touch now is Galant. Does find touch on the halfway line, so Lions will have to build from the halfway. I mean, there's not much of this really chance of this becoming a game. But the Lions do score a bit of try next. They get themselves in 11 points, which is still a long way away. But at least they can kind of make a bit of a game out of it. Bit of a messy line up there. Jordan Henderson under a bit of pressure. So the Lions under a lot of pressure here. Tutuka. Nahamba goes back to Kieran Horn. Kieran Horn down to the centre of the park. Right, Warwick Halant. What's he going to cook up now? Looking for options, Warwick Halant. Throws a big dummy. Big tackle coming on from Morris Lowe. Turnover ball here as well. Andre just knocking it on. As he did really well to effect the turnover and then knocked it on as he was trying to grab hold of it. Unlucky from the tight head.
Great college days. The opportunity to come out for this franchise alliance. He's taking his opportunity as one of the leaders of the squad. Shows what greater position into this franchise. Score the score there. Get a scrum here.
Another reset. So many resets. This guy's been very messy today.
Scrum after scrum, yeah. First half. Of Rosset goes from the field, replaced by Kawaka.
No replacement so far in the front row for the Lions. Walker came on nice and early for the Stormers. And a penalty for the Lions. Let's roll some subs here, lads. Let's roll some subs. Let's see Asanati on for Andre here. Let's see Morgan O'Dear on for corner 3. Come on, lads. Let's see some replacements. Take a shot here, Stormers. They've got the bonus point. Now just going to see the game out. So Sasha Farmingham Zulu will be tasked with about a 51-meter penalty attempt.
Stormers won't be playing the first home match there against the Scarlets next weekend, but it's going to be a different way of thinking about scrum. So slippery, that service at the DHL Stadium. It's first two teams. We're talking about doing a hybrid G4G natural grass, which will give stability to the scrumming. And it would be much easier to sustain moving distance. Really working to what they do have is still into the strategy. We need that traction of that ground. And responding to that.
Right, looks looking pretty good, Joe. That is a ginormous kick, by the way. That's a good 65-meter kick, I reckon. That is huge. Jeepers me. Well, word of warning. That's a good 60-meter kick at altitude. He's got, there we go. And it was my wish. It has been confirmed. A brand new front row. Jakob Asaki, Asanate, and Klava Kanya. Willem Albert's on as well. So some big. We've emptied the bench. Willem Albert's what a legend of the game. Still going strong. And Paul DeBet on for the Stormers. Good take there from Kieran Horn and a bit of pressure. Asanate Klabakanya, his first carry of the day. The big man. Henderson going to run Fenter. Number going to Morgan O'Dear. Brought down by Andrew Hugo Fenter. Henderson going to heck up a back, evading one. Basically brought down. Number going to Manuel Stuka. Much better continuity this for the Lions. Yakovasaki. Oh, good hands. And an accidental offside. Very frustrating. Kieran Horn is finding himself in front of Jacob and Veek.
To attack on both sides and just don't easily be attacked on the line. I spoke about how long off season was about 3 weeks for us. They wanted to wake up, so they get a bit of clarity in the way that they want to play. The attacking systems is something that they really need.
And we got another scrum here. That's far too many scrums because all the scrums have had resets and jeepers, it's been an absolute mess when it comes to the scrums.
Standing their systems, being successful for the last 2 years, starting to tell, starting to shine.
Tatum Lumikis kicking behind. That's going, it's going. But it's held up, and Kieran Horn will tap it over for a goal line dropout. What a revelation. He's been a 10 tonight, or today, has Tatum Lumikis. Interesting to see if he actually plays there a bit more this season. All right, so Jordan Henderson with ball in hand. Right, Fabian Gonzalez goes inside to Evan Ruiz. He's got license to run. No, in fact, he gives it to Warkalan. Warkalan looking for some space. Investigates Tatum Lumikis. Hajio Darmani. Brought down. Elon Zas. Paul DeVet going to Tatum Lumikis. Goes to Brock Harris, the veteran. And that's brilliant work from Frank Horn. Winning the penalty at the breakdown. Very, very good work from him. Quite a night for Frank Horn. Hasn't been able to get into the game as much, and I think a lot of that's got to do with the fact that the Lions pack hasn't really stood up from a tight fire perspective. Haven't really had a lot of territory, a lot of opportunity, a lot of possession for him to really use and get going. Such a quality player. Another player, I think. I mean, the Lions are looking. I think in terms of players you can go on to play for the Springboks and the Lions right now, I think Jordan Hendricks, Rowan Venter, and Henk van Beek are almost definite for the matter of time. I think that Franco Horn could play for the Boks one day. I think Edel van der Merwe could play for the Boks one day. I think Asante Tabakanya could play for the Boks for one day as well. So those are the players we really just sort of mold our team around.
Still over the course of the next 2-3 years, we'll start getting into those happy numbers so common amongst the teams in Europe.
Saki, a bit of a messy line out, and it falls back to Asanate and Tabakanya. Good awareness from the tight head. Tutuka trying to get to the 22. Number goes to Ruan Fenter, puts his head down, makes a couple of yards. Good carry from him. Now Tutuka, much better line speed this than the Lions. And then just dropped it. I mean, it's just so typical, isn't it? Far too casual there from the Humber, popping it up. Didn't quite go to hand to Marius Lowe, and just, there's been no cohesion. Absolutely no cohesion whatsoever. Looks like a team that hasn't played together for a long time.
That's the player that Mohammed is trying to pull. Make sure that he can get close to make an opportunity for start playing. They'll be disappointed because they said Greece was not efficient enough. That created an opportunity for the Stormers to get up with their defense.
All right, new front row here for the Lions. See what they can do. Penalty, thank you very much. That's what they can do. That's what they can do. Morgan Nadir on Brock Harris. All right, penalty. Yeah, kick for the corner, you lads. Kick for the corner. Right, 10 meters out. What can the Lions conjure up? They're going to ruin Fenter. That's much better. It's broken apart. It's broken apart. They've got a bit of a run. Oh, it's going to be a try. Ruan Fenter, over we go. Thank you very much. Where's that been? Where has that been? The sub's making a difference here, to be fair. I'll tell you what, Asnaj and Clavicania had a big role to play in that anymore. The bench is making a bit of a difference. Right, who says, I must say, it looks like our takeoff success, not very good line stormers to play, 100%. I think out of the whole team, Mario seems to be struggling the most, not his usual play. Yeah, it hasn't been great here. It started with a bit of a slow start here, Mario Slow. Had a good season last season, and hopefully he can sort of kick into gear a bit. We don't have a lot of depth at inside centre. That's off the pole. Couldn't afford to miss that, really, could Jordan Hendricks. That's actually not a particularly good kick. Interesting to see, by the way, how the goal kicking is this season for the Lions, with Moye State as the kicking consultant. Deep restart. We won't into the try score underneath it. Shutters off one. Ben Loader, the new Storm is signing. Philip Alberts creating a bit of a better angle here for City the Humber. Kieran Horn with the clearance, not phenomenal, not bad. That's out 22. All right, Andrew Hugo Fenter. Front the line out. Down the right hand side goes the more penalty advantage here for collapsing. And no advantage. The collapsing the more is the call. Right, and about 10 meters out now are the Stormers gone for the corner. Morley van den Berg will come into the park, so that is everybody on the off the bench lines apart from I think Andrew Tutsia is still there. We got Hidden. And a bit of a set move there, and that's not worked out. Ruan Fent, Evan Ruas, the pretty poor pass to Paul de Vet in the end. Want to go down the short side, yeah. Yeah, that's not a great pass from Evan Ruas. Right, defensive line now for Jakub Saka. Go to the back of the line. Good take there from Landsberg. Pops up Stuka. Goes to Ruan Fenter. Good carry from him once again. Kuhn Horn's got a lot of time to find clearance, and that's not a great clearance from him again. Once again, he was quite disappointed with that. Not kicked brilliantly tonight as Kieran Horn. You can see a bit of frustration on his face.
Johannesburg. Oh, yeah, it's perfect.
Good line there from the Stormers, but I think the sack is legal there. Juventus digs and Paul DeVet, that looked a bit forward. Tash Flaming guys do a good hit on him. And Keys, Kalant's back inside. McLaren happy to shepherd it out. Now apparently took it himself. Pretty taken here has the Stormers to Warwick Kalant. So Robert Keys goes for the kick pass to Darmani, so straight through his hands and out into the touch. Yeah, you're seeing the full skill set in Warwick Kalant so far today. So good to see him back and playing in South Africa. Just didn't work for him in France, unfortunately. It happens. Not every player that goes overseas is a success. Chip over the top from Warwick van den Berg. A couple of chases there. Marius Lowe being one of them. Warwick Kalant gives it away to Ben Loader. Storms up to the 20, up to the halfway line. Paul DeBeck goes to the left-hand side to Billy Engelbrecht. It's a pretty poor pass. It's dived on by Jakubasaki. Turnover ball here for the Lions. Willem Alberts get away from one. Bulldozing over another. It's still going as Willem Alberts. Warwick van den Berg and Andre Hugo Fenter once again offside with the referee back turned. So many Stormers. I mean, once again, Caden Bromwickies there is not onside. They start early, and they've been doing it the entire game. The referee has not picked up on it at all. Willem Alberts once again make a yard or two. Not too many options. Warwick van den Berg goes back to Neda. Hamburg's operating at fly half now. Marius Lowe seeing a bit of space. Marius Lowe gets it through. Makes a couple of yards. Good hands there from Kabakanye. Hamburger himself. Horn a bit of half gap. Gets it up to Hecker van Wyk. Ball over the top. Hecker van Wyk to Richard Creel. Creel comes back inside. Into the 22. The Lions go. This is much better from the home side. Now to Ruan Fenter. Now Kabakanye. So okay from him. Warwick van den Berg goes on the snipe himself. Gets your third away. Good Horn. He's over. Thank you very much, boys. There we go. Much, much better. Much better. No, he's over there. Well, is that Paul DeVet's hand? Was it Evan Roos's hand? Oh, it's no ground. You gotta be kidding me. So has Evan Roos stopped this year? Where is... Well, I mean, Kieran Horn's hands underneath it as well on the touchline. Goal on dropout. Ah, isn't that so typical? Come on, lads. Another 2 tries. Let's try and make things a little bit interesting. We can try to get a bonus point, I suppose. We can try and finish with a 7. That'll be nice. Who on Fenter? Cheap as me. He's just sat down under Hugo Fenter. Hammer, Morris Lowe. Long ball over the top to Richard Creel. Richard Creel's got options inside. Gives to Henk van Beek. Up to 22. Much better from the lines. Mooi van den Berg. And that's Willem Alberts. Now it's a good cut pass. Oh, Morgan Diaz lost it forward. Oh, cheap as me. If you held on to that, we could have been in. Where's this been all game, though? Where has this been all game? Yeah, I was about to say, Blommetjie was very, very, very casual about that. There was a knock-on advantage.
With a special talent. It takes to release that ball. So the back has been playing from the back.
Right, so scrum here. Come, big scrum here, lads. Penalty here. Oh, it's a huge push to the lines. A huge push to the lines. It's been turned over for Mooi van den Berg. Mooi van den Berg! Oh, hey! That is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It was a huge shot from the lines. Mooi van den Berg poaching it, getting away, stepping away from a couple of defenders. Over he goes. Thank you very much. Mooi van den Berg. Electric. Electric.
The inclusion of the big man of Fenter and Alberts in that back row. And it's working like that. Really making a difference.
Sending Amber with the goal kicking. That's his first points of the game. Right, 35 points to 26. A 9-point advantage. Dare to dream. Dare to dream. Well, it's bonus points. Another try or penalty, and we can get 2 points out of this. I wouldn't be mad, actually, with the 2 points out of this match, considering how badly we defended in that one period. And Ron Fetch has another line break from him. How many defenders has he beaten today? Willem Alberts, he's made a huge difference, by the way. And then a penalty for the Storm as it's Evan Ruiz over the ball. Going for the corner of the Storm. That's an interesting decision. Probably try and run the clock down a little bit.
But the chase Tiba Diamani had them in 2 minds. They needed to create momentum with the carry for Willem Alberts. Evan Ruiz picked his pocket. And now as the Storm is trying to shut this game down.
Looking for more here. It's pretty well stopped on the lines at this stage. How is that only one now? Going around the corner now, the Stormers. Held up again. Surely have to use it. Surely have to use it. The ball's actually gone loose. Morning van den Berg is alert to the threat. Ben Loader comes away with it. Pops up for the back. And the ball comes back on the angle. Runs to Willem Alberts. Venter. Ruben van Heeren. Good tackle there on him. Diamani. Good tackle by Asante Klapakanye. Good tackle from Mitchell Creel. That's four. Oh, how's that backwards? And a penalty for the Lions. That's brilliantly from Emmanuel Chituka. It's been a pretty inspiring last 10 minutes. Where the hell's this been? Where has this been? Where has this been for like the last 70 minutes, basically? Great defensive readers from Creel. Hits Evan Roos. And then gets back up. And Emmanuel Chituka gets over that ball. Right, up to the halfway line. Come on, the lads. Try a penalty here and we can get 2 points out of this game. Good line up there. Flat to Nahamba. Giving it flat to Henk van Veek. A little bit too flat, probably. One from a quick ball. Jakob Asaki. Big hit on him. Working hard on the tackle, though, is the hooker. Backwards, off from Henk van Veek. And Morning van den Berg is wrapped up. Manages to get down to ground. Rasmus Kwane comes in at scrum half. Pops it up to Morgan O'Dear. Showing go. Driven backwards, though. Nahamba shows and goes himself. Quick defense of the Stormers line. Marius not too many options, so he just hammers it to the left-hand side. Hoogland has been turned. He's got a bit of time here. He needs to find decent clearance. And he finds touched by the halfway line. So the Lions will restart with another set piece. Just under 3 minutes left to go. Morgan van den Berg flat to Ruan Venter in the midfield. He's been really good since coming on. Van den Berg goes to Fasaki, puts his head down. Now Franco Horn gets away from Fahim Gomezulu. Still working the tackle here is Franco Horn. Now Darren Landsberg. Backed up by Chituka. Pick up and go from Ruan Venter. He saw a bit of space. Good work from Chituka once again, making 10 meters there. Ruan Venter now on the Humber, going to Marius Lowe. To Kieran Horn. Kieran Horn around the outside. Go, Kieran! Just short of the 22. Good work there from Kieran Horn. Morning van den Berg. Back to Asante Klapakanye. To Nahamba. To Landsberg. Pops it up. Backwards to Chituka. Hits off for Feinberg. Goes, he's still going as Emmanuel. Pops it up to Willem Alberts. Go, Willem! 10 meters out. Morning van den Berg, decision making, goes to the right to Asante Klapakanye. Oh, ball at the top. It's come loose to Morning van den Berg. He's throwing out to Franco Horn. Franco Horn steps on the inside. Franco Horn. Come on. Wow, 1 minute left. Conversion to come, and it could be a 2-point game. Lions need to basically receive kickoff, get into Stormers territory and see what can happen. Look at that ball over the top, though. It wasn't the greatest from Asante Klapakanye. Then came forward and then bang, the step from Franco Horn. Absolutely dusting Warwick Land.
To quell my beating heart, Nahamba with a clock ticking down.
Nahamba adds the extras. Right, a 2-point game with 30 seconds to go. No ways. Imagine. Imagine.
First half of this second half. But in these final 20 minutes, with some of the changes coming off the bench for the Emirates Lions, the likes of Senati and Clara Kanye, Yaku Kisaki, Willem Albert, Ruach Benton, Moray van den Berg, and Cooper Drake, try scorer. They have made the difference here. And the bench is on the line as a result. The Storm is taking their time to get to the halfway line. Rightly so.
There goes the hoot. So will that kick off? Puts his hand there. As Tatum Robinson is very important that the Lions take this cleanly, which Darren Landsberg does, and turns. Gives it to Rasmus Klein up against the touchline. Go, Rubs! One van den Berg to Visaki to Nahamba. Oh, it's been knocked forward from. That's penalty. That was. I tell you what. He's come off his line, Leland Zas. He's knocked it forward, and not deliberately, apparently. He had a genuine chance of the interception. And that knock-on has saved him, because I tell you what, I reckon if that had skipped past him, it could have been interesting. It could have been interesting. Well, final score, 35 points to 33. The Lions will leave with a losing bonus point as well as a try bonus point. So not a bad day in the office from them, considering that they were well and truly beaten at one stage. For the Stormers, well, a little bit of a concern, maybe a little bit from a fitness perspective, the fact that they did fade out. For the Lions, I think that they've identified a couple of players who will very much be in the starting lineup next week. But people, thank you very much for joining me. We will see you guys in a couple of hours for the Box versus England. That's what we all care about, isn't it? A kickoff in just over 3 hours. So this is going to redirect you to the Sharks tracker, which will be live, and you can follow that for live coverage there. And then the Springbok watch along will go live very shortly, actually. We'll have live build up from that at about 8 o'clock. So we'll see you guys then. Please do smash like on the way out. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Steven, and I will chat to you guys.